All right, boys, what is going on? Welcome back to Scheme Kings. Now, today we are continuing the Tom Brady offense. So last week we went over the 07 Pats, one of the best offenses ever. This week we are going over the early Brady careers. This is all going to be under center. Obviously, he would have ran some shotgun, some, stuff like that, but we're really focusing on under center, I form, power football. So tons of runs, play action passes, push the ball down the field, really good man beaters, zone beaters, runs, all that. So main channel video is up right now. When you guys can watch this video, that will be live right now. Two really good runs in that video, really good one play touchdown, great man beating play, some really good play action shots. Then here we're just kind of continuing on that path. So we are going over all the I form formations. So I think we have at least one play from each of these. So weak, I form slot, strong pro, I form strong slot, then I form slot, I form tight, and I form Z close is the other one. So we're going to have at least one play in each one of those, I believe, but it's all going to be I form, two running backs, a tight end, or sometimes two tight ends on the field, downhill running. I found a run I absolutely love that is on the main channel right now. Then just a ton of other really good stuff to go along with it. So when you combine this kind of with the all-out passing of the 07 Pats, and you can go under center here, run the ball down their throat, and then we're still going to have the double tight offense on the way with Gronk and Hernandez, and we are still going to have the Julian Edelman, Gronk kind of later years that we've kind of, been used to seeing Brady with the Pats in his last 4 or 5 years of his career. That is it. I'm not going to talk too much for the intro here, guys. Let's just get into the plays. All right, so the first play we're looking at is the HB toss in strong slot. Now, we have a power in the main channel video. We have a duo, so those are really classic power offensive runs. Then we have a toss, which is another power offensive run, and we have a lead. So we're going to have 4 different runs that we can bring to the table. Now, when we're running this toss, it is going to be out of a slot formation, so we're gonna have 2 receivers to one side of the ball. And when I run this, I like to bring one of my receivers over and turn him into another lead blocker, and then we're gonna toss to the wide side of the field. So have your tight end to the wide side, bring him over, he's gonna turn into another lead blocker. Here we're running it from the 1 yard line, everyone gets caught inside, and we score with that lead blocker out in front. Here we're running it on the 41 yard line, same thing. Bring this player across the formation, let him turn into another blocker, get the block there, get this big block there. Now I do go over my O-line abilities as well in the main channel video, guys. I am using some nasty streaks on my guards and centers. I'm using honorary linemen on my tight end and fullback to really just help us get dominant wins on the outside, blow people up like that, and spring us for huge gains. So there's our toss, picking up 30 yards on that play. Then one more time right here, Pickens out in front. So we're going to have fullback out in front right there, guard out in front right there, receiver out in front at the top. So 3 lead blockers on that play when you motion that receiver over, and you can get super explosive to the outside with that play. So that was the HB toss. Now we are looking at HB lead bubble in I form slot. So now we're going to have a power and duo in the main channel. Then we have that toss. Now we have a lead. Now leads right up the middle. Try to just get physical downhill, but we're actually going to have a bubble to the outside. So we'll go over the bubble, but if they have a run commit or just crash everyone in, we can go to the bubble. But if not, we just have a nice lead up the middle, get in behind our O-line, get in behind our fullback, and get downhill. You can always keep a lookout here. If this guy crashes down, you can drop it out there, but if not, follow your fullback up through the hole. Obviously, this is a lead. We're not expecting 80-yard runs. This is just grind that clock out inside the red zone. 9 seconds left in the half here. I call this lead, and we score the touchdown. So there's the lead. Then we also have the bubble. So I really like this on the goal line as well. This is 14 all, 29 seconds left in the game. I don't know if he run commits or just brings this guy in a blitz, but the slot crashes down. We get engagement here, and we can just drop that bubble out on the outside. We score with 30 seconds left in the game, go up 7 points. So those are the 2 other runs you can add to the main channel runs as well. All right, now we're looking at the play mesh in I form weak. Now, we do use Hot Route Master in this scheme. If you don't have that Hot Route Master, that is okay. There's going to be so many plays that you don't need it, but if you can get it, obviously it helps. So on this play, the only adjustments we are making is we're going to block our running back. Then we're going to put the fullback on a Texas route. So it's going to look like this. So we're going to have the mesh over the middle with our receiver and tight end. Then we're going to have the fullback attacking the middle of the field. And then we are also going to have the receiver on the outside of the formation here on a corner route. So you can either look to the middle of the field, but I do like to look to the corner route versus zone. So what's basically going to happen is he's going to get outside and behind that player. The flat defender will get sucked down. He's going to get outside of the deep blue defender. And we just want to pass lead that away from him out towards the sideline. You can fire that in for a nice gain. This also works really nice in the red zone. Watch this. So this deep blue defender gets sucked inside, especially in the red zone. They're horrible at protecting the corners. So I see that. I see him staying outside. I see the flat defender stay inside as well. And you can just fire that corner out for a super easy completion. So that is how we attack the sideline. Then we're going to have our mesh concept in the middle. So mesh is one of the most popular concepts in all of football. So we're going to have drag here, meshing in the middle. We're really trying to pull the linebackers out, and if they do, then we can hit the fullback over the middle. Then if the flat defenders or the linebackers all stay back, then we have the drag. So right here, boom, what do we see? Whole middle of the field open up, but we also have the drag here. So wasn't sure which one I had first, but we're gonna see linebackers both spread. Boom. Probably should have went to the Texas route here, but also this flat is wide open. So here we check it down to the flat underneath, break some tackles. Boom. So that was a flat route to the tight end getting open. It can also get open with the receiver. So we're gonna have mesh over the middle. Once again, look at the fullback on the Texas route. Two guys go to this route. Flat is open right here to our other drag right there. Boom. Make a few guys miss. Get upfield. Big gain. This is the same opponent. I believe this is the next play, and we have the Texas route. So we see the whole middle of the field open up. User jumps down to this drag this time because he sees it. Now we throw that Texas route in behind him. I don't know if it just froze on us. Okay, right there. Texas route in behind him for a nice gain. And then this is like 2 or 3 plays later. Once again, user leaves the middle. Everyone stays. This player stays shallow over the middle, and we just throw that Texas route in over his head down inside the 5-yard line. So that is mesh. Good on third down. Just a nice chain mover. We do have a lot of deep play action shots and deep bombs. So you do want some plays that are just there to move the chains, easy completions. Okay, now we have Z close PA cross. Now, this is a cover 3 1-play touchdown. This is super wild. This route, it doesn't happen every time, but you can just drop back. If it happens, throw it. If not, you can check it down. But basically, we want our tight end to the short side. You can put your fullback on an out route to this side. I usually will block him for extra time, but you can do either one. Then I take the tight end and put him on a streak. So that's really, it's only 2 adjustments. Make sure tight end's on the short side and then put him on a streak. Then either block your fullback or put him on an out route to the wide side. Then I just want you to watch the cover 3 corner here. So he's going to go boom. He's going to stay outside and drift and let this player get in behind him. Now, he doesn't always bite this much, but he does a ton. We see that this tight end is going to keep this player in the middle of the field, and you can just bomb them over the top. Now, like I said, it doesn't usually get that open, but same thing right here. So boom, here, look at the corner here. So he stays flat-footed. He does turn and try to run with this guy, but it is too late. The tight end is going to hold this safety in the middle of the field long enough, and you just want to pass lead this up as far as you can and just bomb them over the top. Pickens get under that, and we score a 60-yard touchdown. Okay, one more time against cover 3. So right here, safety rolls into the middle of the field. He has to stay in the middle to the tight end. This player's flat-footed in cover 3, and we can just bomb that. We keep it away from the safety, drop it in over his head, 2 feet in, and we score. So that is what's going to happen versus cover 3, but every once in a while. So here, cover 3, but we look corner safety here, the deep third here, deep third here, deep third here, but here he starts to turn and run with him more. If that happens, we can either check it down to the running back underneath. If we send our fullback to the flat, you can go to the fullback, or we have a cross coming underneath this route. So if this player is getting pulled back, the deep third, then obviously this cross is going to get open in this area. So you can just drop that in right there. So that's really 3 check down options on this play. Here we have the deep cross, but like I said, you can check it down to either of the 2 running backs underneath. All right, now another interesting play. This is PA cross in I form Z close. Now, here's what the adjustments are going to look like. This plays a little bit wild. I like it. It's cool because it's a way to get our fullback vertical down the field, which you don't see a ton. I don't always love the other options, but this fullback just does some crazy stuff. So the first adjustment, or just come out with the tight end to the short side, put him on a streak once again. Then the only other adjustment is take our fullback and put him on a streak. Now, when you put running backs on streaks, they are going to run out and then up along the O-line. So it's going to be like a really shallow wheel almost, like doesn't get out towards the sideline. So with that, he's just going to get just outside the O-line, fire upfield. Now, it's going to be a play action fake as well. We're trying to pull the user down, pull linebackers down. I want you to look at the fullback. So this player is going to pull back. We're going to have two crossers over the middle that'll pull the user. This corner is going to get pulled outside, and the fullback is going to get wide open down the seam. And you can, oh, we're glitching out here. Watch a fullback. So we'll look at the corner, get pulled out, and you can bomb them over the top to the fullback, split them for a 60-yard touchdown. Like, I want to watch it. Once again, it doesn't always split like that exactly. Sometimes it'll be a little closer. You won't get a 60-yard touchdown every time. But look at that. Wide open down the seam to your fullback. Get an athletic, speedy fullback. You even put a running back in there if you want, and you can hit them for huge gains versus cover 3 down the seam. Same thing, boom, play action, boom. Two crossers over the middle of the field. Then we have the fullback down the seam. Once again, 32-yard touchdown. Then you can also throw this a little bit earlier. So play action fake. We also don't have to wait. I felt pressure. I knew he was bringing a blitz. You also don't have to wait for him to get really vertical down the field. You can also kind of quick throw it up the shallow seam and just make a move in the middle of the field. Now, if that isn't there, we have two options that I like. We can either, so even right here, like honestly, look at that. I probably could bomb him over the top. Drop it right there. I probably could score, but I was trying to check it down kind of to this crosser. So let's say the user was over here and ran with this route. Let's say the user was here running with the fullback. What we're going to have, we have the deep cross coming here with the tight end running off the deep blue defender here. So now we can see, okay, fullback's taken away. We have the deep cross here getting about 35, 40 yards down the field. Then we can also check it down to the running back. So let's say we run this right here. Boom, play action. So here they played man. Everyone's getting covered vertical, but let's say it was zone, anything. Everything's covered vertical. We have the play action fake with the running back just hitching up. You can check it down to him, 2nd and 8, and we pick up like 15 yards as our check down option. Okay, so that was everything for runs and plays versus zone, plus obviously all the main channel stuff. And now we have 2 more man beaters. Now I have a sick man beater that I put out on the main channel. It's one of those kind of glitchy one-play touchdowns with the out route that breaks to the outside, bomb people over the top. It is pretty nasty, but we also have some other, 2 really good, just more chain movers type plays. Now, double pump and go, I mean, it's kind of a chain mover, but it also can be a big play down the field. So this is what the play art is going to look like. So it's double pump and go in strong pro. Now, the only adjustment tight end to the wide side, and then the only really adjustment I make is basically you want one of your running backs blocked and you can put the other one in an out route either way. So make sure either the fullback's blocked and you send the running back on an out route, or vice versa, and you can send them out to either side. So here he's going to the same side as the tight end, but you can also go to the opposite. Now, we have 2 double pump and goes, but really I only like one of them. I never really throw the wide side one, but this short side one does a great job. So it just does a really nice job of getting separation. So we're going to look here, we're going to drop back, and we're actually going to pump fake, then watch this corner. Oh, we got a little glitchy there. Watch the corner after the pump fake. So this is single high. So this can work if they're blitzing single high. As long as they don't have 2 high safeties, this is going to be a good option. So he's going to break out, then he's going to break up and be wide open. Now look at this one. This one does not do the same thing. He does not get very good separation. So I'm only looking to this one. We see the running backs open. We see the full tight end open over the middle. But this is a way we can push the ball down the field. They're going to bite on that play action or the out breaker, and then you can get open down the field. Here it is again, boom, and then cut up. And as soon as he cuts up, look at where the corner is compared to this corner step for step. Here he jumps way out, and then you can just hit him over the top once again. Huge play down the field, and I hit it one more time. So out, boom, up. So even here, he doesn't get quite as far outside, but because we pass lead that inside, keep it away from him. Nice gain up the field. Then we really have two other options. We have the tight end over the middle. Boom. He has abilities on him. He has route tech or short in elite. It will activate on this post route. They have two high safeties, so that's obviously going to take away that pump and go route, but you can throw that in front of the safety to the tight end. Let's look at it one more time. So he's going to go upfield. It activated right there. He's going to break in front of that guy. Two high safeties over the top. Pass lead this in front of that safety. Fire it in. Make some people miss, and we score. So that's another good option. Then we also have the running back underneath. So here they called zone, but if they call man anything, everything's covered deep. Then we have the check down to the running back, throw it into him, pick up some yards. So that is double pump and go. And we have one more play. That is going to be wide receiver curl. And this is in I form Z close. So this is what the play art is going to look like. Here we want our tight end to the short side. Then I want to bring this outside receiver here, motion him in, put him on a whip route. Put him on a whip route. Then lastly, take our fullback and put him on a Texas route. These routes are great against man coverage. So tight end short side, motion this guy in, put him on a whip, fullback on a Texas route. That is it. Now, first place I like to look is this speed out. Use route tech or short in elite on this player. And when he breaks out, it's going to activate right there. It's going to activate, boom, breaks outside, 2nd and 4, fire it in. Great gain. This is going to be away from the user. A great way to beat the blitz, 3rd down. Any short, quick ways to beat man coverages is going to be an amazing option. Here it is again. No press this time. Activates there. Boom. Breaks out. This guy's going to be flat-footed. Rack catch it. Turn up the sideline. Great gain right there. So this is going to be more of a chain moving type, but you need these options as well. Then we can attack the middle of the field. So we have the Texas route and the tight end attacking, and they kind of cross over the middle, and you can just kind of go to either one. So right here, over the middle, we see ability activates for our tight end here. He gets crazy separation. We see the user is playing on the Texas route, so you can fire this in, keep it away from the safety, fire it in there. This is even better if they have no deep safeties, but if they do, still a good option right here. Boom. I see the user get underneath that, so I actually highball this throw. I throw it over the user's head, fire it in. But we see off the line, this tight end unique post out is that outside release. That is going to make it lose man coverage really well. That's Jalen Ramsey on him. He loses him by 4 yards. If I don't see the user there, I don't even have to high point it, and I probably can rack that, catch that, and get even more yards. But another great option. Then we also have the fullback Texas route here. Boom, cuts over the middle, loses his man here. We see the user underneath that route. Now we can go to the Texas route going the opposite way, fire it in for a nice pickup. Then lastly, we have the whip route. I really like this play because it's quick, get the ball out fast, but we have two routes breaking out away from the user, away from all the mess on the inside, two routes crossing over the middle. So we have the quick out here, then we also have the whip here, breaks away from his man, loses him. You know, if you watch my channel, I love whips against man coverage. Fire it in for the big pickup. So that is going to be it, guys. I tried to just talk faster and try to make this a little snappier so it's not 30 minutes like it has been for a while, but there we go. I form ton of fun to use this, guys. Definitely a change up from what I usually put out. Usually I have a lot of like, you know, the spread type stuff, all that. So this is a fun change up, but I think you guys are really gonna like it. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're thinking of this Pats offense. Thank you for everyone who's still sticking with me kind of as we're getting the slow days of Madden. But that is gonna be it, guys. King Reggie out.